is moving day for us. Something that we're always excited to do.
It's getaway day. That's what we really call it.
And we're always anxious to get somewhere, and we're always anxious to leave. So we're leaving Colorado, which was the last stop really of our 5-month summer trip, on our way back home. Now we're full-time RVers, but we still call home Dallas. That's where our family is.
Hi folks, it's good to see you again. We are the Redhead and the Preacher. And as she just said, we are full-time RVers from Dallas, Texas. We're in the truck, as you can tell, and we are ready to head out of here. We just appreciate it so much if you'd hit that subscribe button. Before we leave, we're going to have a prayer, and then you'll see us taking off from this place.
As we left our RV park in Olathe, Colorado, as Bruce was driving, I could see all of the aspen and how they were changing. I just love the aspen and the beautiful golden colors they turn.
We've been driving about an hour and a half now and have already crossed 2 summits, Cerro Summit and Blue Mesa Summit. And now we are at Blue Mesa Lake. How pretty is this?
We're driving along the edge of Blue Mesa Lake into Gunnison Canyon, approaching the town of Gunnison.
We're in Gunnison. We left Olathe on 50 Highway, and we're still on 50 Highway, but in just about 7 or 8 miles, we'll be taking 114 south. Crested Butte is just not too far north from here.
This is the beautiful spot that we stopped at to have lunch. Isn't that beautiful? And there we are over there. And there's Bruce. So I'm going to take you up here and show you what we're having for lunch. So we don't do too bad when we're traveling and having picnic lunches. We have homemade potato salad because I can't eat eggs or dairy. Homemade hummus. And this is marinated vegetables and roast beef sandwich. I cooked the roast beef. And how does it look, Bruce?
Looks great to me. Put the camera down. Let's eat. So we've just finished lunch along this beautiful little creek right here. We need to get back on the road. We haven't made very good time today, so we do need to get going. But I just wanted to tell you why we're on 114 right now. We could have continued on east on 50, but that would have taken us right over Monarch Pass. And when I can avoid an 11,000 foot pass, I do. And this road's kind of wiggly through here, but nonetheless, we're having a great time on our trip so far.
Yes, and lunch was delicious, right?
Very good, dear. Very
Compliments
good.
of the cook.
Yeah, I didn't have much to do with it.
And we are at such a beautiful location. It is just so pretty here. We're blessed. We had a wonderful lunch, so we're ready to get back on the road and get rolling. Oh, Bruce, you want to tell them where we're going to go on this?
Oh, yeah, we're on our way to Raton, New Mexico. About a 305-mile trip for the day, and we're only about a third of the way there, and we've already had lunch, so once again, we need to get moving. So here we are, day 2 of our trip home.
It was a little cool this morning, as you can see by our jackets. We spent the night at Raton Pass Camp and Cafe. Mm-hmm. We paid $38 for the senior discount. We had to prepay.
Senior? Who's seniors in this bunch?
Anyway, it was very nice and quiet. We're up high. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but there is a good view. We're almost at 8,000 feet, so I have difficulty with the altitude, breathing, and other issues. So that was the only thing I didn't like. But we had a nice, restful evening and ready to start another day, aren't we, dear?
Yep. Let's get out of here. See ya. As we were leaving this park, we wanted to show you some pictures from this place. Had a nice cafe, but it was closed while we were there. The scenery was beautiful just from the top of the park because of the altitude. But once we began to head down, we ran into clouds, thick clouds on the ground for miles.
We have stopped for lunch. This is the second day of our 3-day trip going back to Dallas. And I wanted to show you what it is like with the slides pulled in. You can see how tight it is with the table there. There's a stove. I always store flowers in here when we move. But I wanted to show you how important it is, if you're thinking about buying an RV, to have your refrigerator where you can get to it easily when you do stop without having to take out your slides. And it's just important to be able to do the same thing for your bathroom. Now, we are on our way to Shamrock, Texas to spend the night.
It's the third morning of our trip, and we're in Shamrock, Texas, in the panhandle of Texas. We drove 320 miles from Raton, New Mexico. Good highways all the way, and we like this little park that we stayed in.
And it was really different when we got here. We were freezing yesterday, and of course, as soon as you hit Texas, you know it's going to be warm. So it was 81 degrees when we got here, so it was hot. But we didn't have to use the air conditioner or anything. But we love this little park. It's Texas Route 66 RV Park in Shamrock, Texas.
And what do we pay?
$22.50.
I say amen to that.
With Good Sam. And we had full hookups. We were able to stream and watch our grandson play hockey last night. And a great view of a pasture with some cows and rolling hills. And you can't beat that. Shamrock, Texas. So you should put that on your map. And so it was a good night for us.
We did like this small park, Texas Route 66 RV Park. And of course, Linda couldn't resist taking this beautiful picture of the sunset. We're on our way to Tulsa. I don't think I've mentioned that we need to go through Tulsa. We have a day's worth of maintenance scheduled. That's where we bought our RV, our fifth wheel.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah, hopefully one day. That's where we bought it, and so that's where we're going back for our maintenance. And so today we have 219 miles, just a short drive to Tulsa, and we'll turn the fifth wheel in on Monday morning, and hopefully Monday evening or first thing next Tuesday we'll be on our way home. So we're about ready to go. We're going to pray, and then we'll be out of here.
As we were leaving Shamrock, we saw this beautiful Art Deco iconic Conoco station that was used in the movie Cars.
This is the fourth morning on our trip back to Dallas. Today we are in Tulsa to get our fifth wheel worked on.
And last night we had a good night. We spent that at the Warrior RV Park right off of I-44. There's not much of a choice for RV parks in Tulsa, but we would recommend that would be probably the best. They do have Wi-Fi, and we could stream again and see our grandson play hockey last night.
Yay.
And he won his game, so that was great. So we had a good night. Got up this morning and brought the trailer here to Camperland, where we purchased our fifth wheel. We're not under warranty any longer, but they have a great service department here and a wonderful place if you're looking to purchase. We would highly recommend them.
What are we going to do all day while they're working on our trailer?
I've got some fun things figured out. A nice lunch I've looked up online that's highly recommended by TripAdvisor. And of course we have to do some shopping while we're here, while we're just waiting, maybe spend a little bit of money, right?
I'm hungry for breakfast like right now. Let's go.
Okay, dear. We arrived last night to our favorite park in the Dallas area that we like to call home here to visit our family, and that's the Good Shepherd RV Park in Gunter, Texas. And we've had a wonderful 5 months trip this summer, and we brought you along on our trip as we came back to Dallas. And so we hope you've enjoyed this video. And our next video is going to be on a overview, what would you call it, Bruce?
We're going to wrap up our trip.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up our trip. That's
Tell them
it.
about all the facts and statistics, how much we spent and so on.
Of our 5 month summer trip. So I think you're going to enjoy that. I've kept all the figures and all the amounts we've spent, so it should be very interesting.
Thanks for coming along with us. It's been a good 4 or 5 days that we've spent on the road. I don't even know how many days it was. But it's been a good time on the road. We're home and glad to be here now for a few months. And I just want to thank you for watching, and again encourage you to subscribe so you'll be notified of all of our future videos. God bless each and every one of you, and remember, may God bless America.